What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. I have done some more rearranging in this room, which I feel makes it even better. Still not 100% done, or in essence, but I wanted to give you guys an update. Before we get into that, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like the video. If you're looking to buy statues, please use the links below, as it does help the channel. So let's get to it. So as of right now, I'm just going to plan to put Shazam right here, because we do need space for Shazam, and he definitely won't fit in the main Justice League display. So we'll plan to put him there, but at the end of the day, I can always put him, back there. I could, move that Bane prop down low if I wanted to, and put, Shazam right there. We could do Mera bust, Aquaman bust. I am leaning more towards Mera bust, as I feel she goes better with this Aquaman. The Aquaman bust goes better with the Justice League Aquaman, not this one. And Mera bust has a water base, where this one's also a water base, so I feel they just complement each other. I also don't own a Mera, so I think Mera would go much better. Now, I'm not going to pre-order Mera. I'm going to wait till she's in stock, we see some in hands, and then, if I have an extra $4,500 laying around, then sure, I'll buy her. But that's a lot of dough, so you definitely have to make some planning. I gotta sell some things. We gotta, I'm playing with some stocks right now, so hopefully that can pan out. And we can afford her. I would definitely love to get Mera. If I get Mera and I have Harley and I have Wonder Woman, then I have the 3 DC babes in, life-size form. So more or less, this is what I've done. I've moved Wonder Woman on horse to the middle, and I feel she works a lot better here. Now, I will be putting the Wonder Woman bust on a display riser about 5.5 inches to make her much higher. It is a silver to match all the other bases, and it's big enough for her and her shield. And I did order matching posters to go ahead and, complement each other for Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, the Batman vs. Superman posters, which we can actually take a photo, look at a photo right now of how that looks. Alrighty, and so this is how more or less it will look when I get the Superman bust and the matching posters. And if you guys haven't already, do join my Facebook group, Flankster Statue Collectors. I do show these images, get your guys' opinion, interact with you and whatnot. But yeah, more or less we're going to have these 2 posters, with both have Wonder Woman and Batman sort of like facing towards Superman, who's facing forward. Now, I can't Photoshop the bust to be looking the other way, but the bust will be facing directly forward. And yeah, we got the Wonder Woman props. I hung the Lasso of Truth, which I just barely got, cheap, $14 on Amazon. And then the God Killer sword, so prop on each side. And I think this works and looks great. It also does separate Tactical Batman from being inside the Justice League, that being a separate display. But I think this works. And then you go above Batman, and that's where you go into the Justice League. Now, I did rearrange this, and I can fit Superman 1/3 right there. I already tested it with that guy, so we know it works. And I'll show you a picture here in a sec, but I went ahead and hung the Aquaman trident, and I decided I just want this Justice League photos. So the big downside of all this is I'm going to have to not be able to display my Wonder Woman posters with their statues, so I can either display them somewhere in like the hallway or just sell them. I might just sell both of them. But yeah, we'll put Black Suit Superman here by Prime One Studios. That way we can have 2 of each Trinity member in different dedicated costumes. Let's go ahead and check out that. And then to the right is where we'll put Steppenwolf and Darkseid. And I can do a little bit of rearranging. Well, not really rearranging, but scoot things a little bit if I need additional space. But I think at an angle I can fit both. And this is how that would look. Forget the posters, but more or less like that. As you can see, I photoshopped Black Suit on top of the red suit, so it fits. And then do Steppenwolf and Darkseid. And I'll have them angled diagonally facing forward, and it should help with also displayability. And then I moved this poster over so it's more directly behind the middle of that shelf. And then the Harley poster right there. And let me show you how the Harley poster will work. Just one sec. Yeah, there is more accurate representation of how it will look. And then there it is with Darkseid, Steppenwolf, and the Harley Quinn bust. Now, she is not going to take up near as much space as like Batman or whatnot. She's only 30 inches tall, really. So she's as tall as like, Joker and Deadshot. They're both 30 inches tall. So based off that being 30 inches tall, she's only wide because of her bat, which I can have go behind the 1/3 Harley. And so she'll actually fit pretty darn good right freaking here. More or less just right there. She should be able to fit based off, everything I see here. Now, if for some reason I absolutely cannot fit Darkseid, Steppenwolf, Harley bust, I'd probably just move Deadshot over next to Shazam, or we could sell Deadshot. Ideally, I'd love to keep it because I do love that statue. But we could probably just move it over by, over there, unless we decide to do Mara and Shazam or Black Adam if he's ever released. By the end of the day, if we had to, we would sell Deadshot to make space. But I think we can fit it based off, the photoshopping and the size referencing. I think this will work. So yeah, and then here, as you can see, we should be able to fit Harley bust right there. And then Darkseid and Steppenwolf would be diagonally right there. And I think that could work really, really freaking good. I might do a Joker cane prop right there by Noble Collection. I think that could look really good because we have, I'm definitely never going to sell the Joker. He's the companion to Harley. Ideally, I never want to sell Deadshot either because I love that statue. But I think a Joker cane prop would look really good there, and it's not expensive. Wall mount it. It could look really good. Again, this is how Marvel is looking. Now that Iron Man is sold. Eventually that will be the Mark 7 bust next to the Mark 7 1/6 scale. Hopefully a Captain America bust. I just put these props here for now so it doesn't look empty. But we definitely have space for Vision bust, Scarlet Witch, either a few more Marvel 1/4 scale characters or some busts. We do have Marvel space, 2 garage shelves more or less. Otherwise, Marvel is filled up. And you can see, so by moving the Wonder Woman bust, you can see Hulk a lot better. He's not being punched in the face. And he's not being overwhelmed either by the Wonder Woman on horse. She goes much better in the middle of the rooms. Someone had suggested that, and I did some photoshopping. I always do Photoshop before I move things as well, just because it's a pain in the butt to move statues, although sometimes you really do have to see it in person. But photoshopping does help. Someone also mentioned to me that they think I should do a photoshopping video. Now, I am no pro at Photoshop. In fact, I suck. However, doing it on the Android phone, there are certain ways to be able to Photoshop it like I showed you guys. That's very, very easy, even for noobs like me. So if you want me to show you how to do that, I probably could do it. But yeah. And then, everything is looking really, really good in this room. And I think once we get the 3 posters up and we get the Superman bust, I think that this will be the best display in my collection. Not the best line. I still think my horror and monster line is the best. But I think this will be the best display. If you think about it. So we have Batman and Superman 1/3, which are both fantastic. You got my favorite statue in my entire collection, my biggest, Wonder Woman horse, and you have 3 amazing Grail silicone busts. Wonder Woman, who's probably my favorite human life-size bust. And then Batman, who's freaking amazing, and Superman will be equally as amazing, if not better. I think Superman will trump Batman. But I think this will be the best display in my collection. I'm thinking, when I think display though, I don't think just like my entire horde, because that's a line. I'm thinking like my Marcus and Lycan setup, my Freddy and Jason setup. For example, my Predator setup would have to be 2 characters each, 'cause otherwise it's a whole line. Like that could be considered one setup, which is amazing. And looking at my entire collection though, I really like this one, but I think this Marvel one will be the best in my entire collection. Especially once we get that Superman bust and those posters. I think those posters look fantastic. I love the coloring on them and just the way it looks. I really like it. Especially matching for each one. It just looks fantastic. Anyways, folks, that is basically it. Feel free to drop a comment below with any suggestions or whatnot. I do read every single comment and whatnot, and I definitely have taken a lot of your guys' advice. We're all in this together, building a world-class collection, and I'm very happy with my progress over the years. My collection is night and day difference from last year, or heck, even a month ago. If you look at a 5 years, 7 years, it is absolutely wild where my collection has gone. But it's all for the absolute best. It's just absolutely wild. Anyways, folks, that is it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.